Oh, where the blazes have I landed?
What? A woman in my temple?
Fiddle faddle! I'm not a woman. I'm a man from Egypt.
Then why are you wearing a skirt? Get out! You! Get lost!
Now you listen, friend.
I won't listen to you until you've proven to me that you are a real man, with all the trappings.
Right. This guy wants me to prove I'm manly. How do I go about that?
Just take him as a role model. You ought to get yourself a full-fledged beard, a helmet, and a weapon. What are you waiting for?
I've struck the flag. I've taken Eric the Red's flag. I'll start practicing how to act like a real man straight away. Hey, wench! What's this with the flowers here?
I'm a gardener, and I have a real thing for plants. You wouldn't, of course. You're a man. You just trample all over them.
What? I'm a true plant lover.
Really?
Yes. I've got a cactus at home. I water it every year.
Maybe you're not like the other men.
I keep hearing that all the time.
That's wonderful.
What is? Perhaps I should take a different tack. This magnificent village was whose, did you say?
This is Smurdorp, the village of Eric the Red. A wild fellow who loves to pillage and burn. Eric and the men are out on a raid right now. Each time they bring back special things from faraway places. Eric brought back these seeds from a land far off to the east, just for me. The natives there call it lice.
Could I have a little lice?
All because I like you so much? Yes. And you get a stick to cultivate it, too.
Thanks a lot. A lovely, freshly aired pillow. I've torn open the pillow. absolutely manly beard.
You're a man, aren't you? What are you still doing here?
What do you mean by that?
All the men are out on a raid. All the real men. But as for you...
Don't you start as well. I am a man. And I want to look like one too. You could help me with that.
I doubt it. Not even spinach and knee bends could make a man out of you.
I'm a man even without all that.
No. If you were a real man, you wouldn't even talk to me. Because that's how the other men act. I have no idea why either.
Really? I find what you're doing there quite exciting.
You don't say. What's so exciting about doing pottery, then?
It reminds me of home. Everything's made of clay there, too.
So it's the clay you like?
Well, actually, I just said it to be friendly.
If you feel more at home with some clay in your pocket, go ahead. Help yourself.
Right. Clay. Why not? Thanks. That beast would make short work of me. The blue color seems to have calmed it down. Oh no. Parrots, crocodiles, cats, and now reindeer. I just don't seem to have a way with animals. Now I can take it along safely.
Don't bother me, I'm busy.
And how do you folks get along here?
If you put the question so plainly, I can't stand Isolde. She keeps making eyes at my Hjöldalin. If I had my way, I'd twist her neck.
I won't bother you any longer.
Then let it be.
I'm not gonna let this one...
What do you want, you wimp?
Sigrid says you're to keep your hands off Hildolin.
Hjaldarlin has already fallen for me lock, stock and barrel. He even brought me a unicorn from his last raid.
How romantic.
Only the head, of course.
Ugh, how disgusting.
And you can tell Sigrid I said so.
Nothing to do, milady?
Oh, yeah? I get the fire going every day at 1 p.m. for lunch.
So, what does the clock say?
What? That late? Time for the fire. The new one.
Isolde sends you a message. She said to tell you that Hjaldarlin gave her a unicorn head.
She's gone too far. You're a cook, aren't you? Take that salt over there and ruin her lunch.
You women folks seem to have a grip on everything.
It's all tightly organised. One of us throws the pots, one of us grows the vegetables, one keeps the fire. I prepare the fish. And well, normally, then it's the cook's turn to cook the meal. Except that the cook has disappeared somewhere today. Maybe he fled.
Why should he flee?
Whenever we don't like what he cooks, we give him a good thrashing. And I've never found a dish I really liked.
I'm the new cook.
You're brave. But fair enough. Go ahead. Take the lunch along.
I won't bother you any longer.
Then let it be.
Chances are, you won't find many animals on this planet that are uglier than that. A bag of salt. The sundial now says 1 p.m. The salt makes the snowman melt. You can't fetch water with it anymore. I hope they don't have snow apes here. Now that's what I call a real Viking helmet. A lovely imprint.
No! Are you crazy? Moses himself carried that cup around the stadium.
You want to get out of here, right? Come to think of it, I could throw you into the cauldron instead.
Watch your step, Asil. When I become the ruler of Egypt, you'll be sorry.
I really ought to keep the cup and melt you down. Doesn't seem too bad here after all, especially with you gone.
All right, all right. I promise that all the blessings on earth shall be bestowed upon you, after I've won the battle of the gods.
It would be enough for me if you and your fellow gods would just leave me in peace. An excellent combination. A fearsome weapon.
Bless my hammer! You almost look like a true Viking!
What's so funny about that?
Priceless! You're a funny little fellow, Egyptian.
But I did everything right, didn't I? And I'm sure I look extremely manly.
I know you're a man. I just wanted to pull your leg. All the mates are out on a raid. The only things I see all day are women. So I wanted to turn you out as a right snappy drinking chum.
Just great. Once again, I'm a pawn in the hands of the gods.
Don't be silly. You've earned my sincere respect, little Egyptian. Let's down some of my best brew and talk about your adventures. Maybe I can help you a bit. Go on. Have some!
Wow, that's potent stuff.
You said you'd come from the Sacred Hotel.
Did I say that? I must be a bit tipsy already.
You know, I used to work there too. I was a young god and had a job helping out with the props they used for the graduation party shows.
Props? Sacred Hotel. Something rings a bell. Or is it just my head ringing? That's more likely.
A friendly Egyptian god invited me to go drinking at the time. What was his name again? Fred Schmeth?
Seth. Seth must have bought those rounds.
Yes, that was him. Nice fellow. Got me quite drunk. That was fun. The only thing was, after knocking them back all night, I couldn't find the key to the prop room anymore.
Asil, stop guzzling and listen to the good man. He's telling us that Seth stole his key to the prop room back there.
What? I've never looked at it from that angle. Such a nice chap. Can't imagine it for the life of me. Anyway, that cost me my job. Well, it was only for the holidays. Oddly enough, the key turned up again. In my gear, a few days later. I never did get around to handing it back, though. Just wasn't in the neighborhood much anymore, you know?
Asil, Thor has the missing key to the prop room. The key that presumably might prove that Seth deliberately sawed Osiris to pieces. And that I was banished in spite of my innocence.
Sawed to pieces. That's pretty much how my head feels like right now, too. I really wouldn't mind getting some sleep.
Don't you dare.
You know what? I'll just give you the key. And you can take it back to square things up there.
Yes, give us the key.
Yes?
Yes!
Yes.
Let's drink to that. For Old Lang Syne. And I'll show you the way back to the hotel, too.
Oh no! I'm surrounded by water! That's awful! Oops! What came down there? Oh, to my rescuer with the golden hair. If you find this letter and are able to read this, then... Help! Signed, Asil, hopelessly lost. What the blazes?
You really tickle my funny bone, little man.
Oh my, what a crazy dream.
That potent drop was a bit too much for you, was it? I'll treat you to some traveler's sand so you can return to the hotel. Off you go. Wasn't there something else you had to do?